Good morning, dear students. Myself Purushottam Pathak. Today I will explain you the chapter 2 of maths for standard 7. Come. The chapter is fractions and decimals. If you remind about your previous classes, you had gone through the fractions. Several calculations also you had learnt about. Types of fractions also you had gone through. Come through the revision of those things. Say proper fraction. What is the proper fraction? Amongst the type of fractions, the first one is proper fraction. The number which are having greater denominator and a smaller numerator, that is 7 by 9, that is proper fraction. Similarly, you can write here 2 by 3, all of them are, and so on. All of them would be proper fractions. Come to the improper fraction. Second type is improper fraction. One second. If you reverse the order, that is to say, the greater number at the top, 13 by 4, 17 by 9, all of them are improper fraction. See, the improper fractions, the numerator of the improper fractions can be divided by the denominator as it is the smaller number. So come to the mixed fraction, the third type. What is mixed fraction? If we consider 17 by 9 and divide the 17 by 9, 9 ones are 9, 8. So 17 by 9 can be written as one whole, one will be written as whole number, 8 as numerator, 8 by and 9 as the denominator. One whole 8 by 9. One whole 8 by 9 is one type of mixed fraction. Similarly, you can go for the another example. Take 2 whole 3 by 5 and so on. In this way, types of fractions. Proper fractions, this was the first one. Improper fraction, this was the second one. And the last one is third, mixed fraction. Come to the equivalent fraction. Once you get a fraction, you can write unlimited numbers of, infinite numbers of equivalent fractions for any given fractions. If we consider one fraction, say 2 by 5, that will be equal to 2 by 5. If you multiply numerator and denominator both by the same number, the resultant number will be equal to the 2 by 5. That is, consider 7 and the 7 is multiplied, 2 is multiplied, 2 and 7 is multiplied in the numerator and 5 and 7 is multiplied in the denominator. So 2 is multiplied by 7 as well as the 5 is multiplied by 7. Both numerator and denominator are multiplied by same number. It will give you the equivalent fraction. Hence 2 by 5 is equal to 14 by 35. These are called equivalent fractions. Take care. We had multiplied by the same number. If you go for the division by the same number for any given fraction, that will also give you the equivalent fraction. So If you multiply numerator and denominator both by the same number, then also we will get equivalent fraction. And if we divide numerator and denominator both by the same number, then we will also get the equivalent fraction. In this way, you have learnt about the fractions, and now you can continue your exercise 2.1. Come to the exercise 2.1. I am going to explain you now. In the exercise 2.1, the first sum, that is 2 minus 3 by 5. 2 minus 3 by 5. To solve 2 minus 3 by 5, we consider it as a fraction where denominator is considered as 1. If we take LCM of 1 and 5, the 5 is considered as the LCM. 1 5s are 5, so 5 into 2 would be 10, and 5 ones are 5, so minus 3. 3 ones are 3, equal to 7 by 5. This was the first sum. If we come to this another one, second, third, very similarly you can solve. The longer one is the, look at the 6th number. 2 whole 2 by 3 plus 3 whole 1 by 2. See, to solve them, as both of the numbers are written in the form of mixed fraction, we will change them first into the improper fraction. 3 2 is 6 plus 2, 8 by 3 plus 3 2 is 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. Take the LCM of 3 and 2, 6, 3 2 is 6, so 8 2 is 16 plus 2, 3 is 6, so 7, 3 is 21. 16 plus 21, 37 by 6. And now you can write 37 by 6 in the form of mixed fraction. 6 6 is 36. 6 whole 1 by 6. In this way you can solve the remaining sums of one number. Come to the two number sum now. In the two number sum, arrange the following in descending order. The first sum is 2. We need to arrange them in descending order. That means the comparison of fractions you had learned in the previous class, where two fractions were to be compared, cross multiplication by cross multiplication method you had learned that. But now when you got the three fractions at a time, then how to compare? The simplest way is, once again, take the LCM. The LCM of 9, 3 and 21. Most probably it will come to 63. Yes. Now write up all of them where denominator is 63. That means 2 by 9 equal to 9 7 is 63, so 2 7s are 40. 2 by 3 equal to 3. 3 21s are 63, so 2 21s are 42, and the last one 8 by 21 equal 21 3s are 63. Therefore 8 3s are 24. Now very easily we can compare 40, 42 and 24. Which one is the greatest one? 42. You can write the numbers in the descending order clearly now. Once again I am showing you. Therefore 42 by 63 is greater than 24 by 63 is greater than 14 by 63. Hence, number if you need to write in the descending order, then 42 by 63 here appeared for 2 by 3. 24 by 63 had appeared here for 8 by 21, and 24 by 14 by 63 had appeared here for 2 by 9. So you got your answer here. Is the sum clear to you, I think? Now come to the next sum. As I have solved the first sum here, this was the first one of two numbers. Similarly, you can go for the second sum also. Now I will explain the third sum. In the third sum, there is a magic square, and you know that in a magic square, the sum of all the rows and all the columns must be the same number. So very simply you will calculate the sum of row 1 as it has been shown in your book, then the sum of row 2, then the sum of row 3. Thereafter you will also calculate the sum of column 1, the sum of column 2 and the sum of column 3. If you calculate all of them and all of them appears to be the same number, then the square is magic square. Calculate like this and right up at the bottom ends the square is a, if it is a magic square and not, then it is not a magic square. You will calculate first, thereafter you will solve this sum. Come to the 4 number sum. In the 4 number sum, length and breadth of the rectangular sheet of paper is given. We need to find out the perimeter. Very simply put the formula of perimeter and calculate that. Perimeter of the paper. As the paper is rectangular, we will put the formula for the rectangle, perimeter of rectangle, that is 2 into L plus B. Very simply put the values there. The length of the paper was 12 whole 1 by 2 plus 10 whole 10 whole 2 by 3. Length this much centimeter. Calculate the length. Whatever you get the sum, as you had learnt in the previous sum also, multiply that sum by 2 and write up your answer. You will calculate yourself. This would be very simple for you now. Now come to the fifth sum. In the 5 number, very similarly, a diagram is also given there. The 5 number sum is two perimeters are required to be found. In the first part, perimeter of triangle ABE. Of course, the perimeter of the triangle will be the length of AB plus BE plus AE. Put the values against all of them. AB is 2 whole 3 by 4 plus all of, you will put all the values, calculate them. That would be the answer for the first one. Come to the second. Perimeter of rectangle BCDE. That will be equal to perimeter of rectangle BCDE, BC plus CD plus DE plus BE. Put the values of all the sides, calculate them. Very simply you will get the required perimeter. Now come to the sixth number. The length of the picture is larger than the length of the frame in the sixth number sum. So what is the length to be trimmed out? Length of the picture, the language you will write length of the picture to be trimmed equal to seven whole 3 by 5 minus 7 whole 3 by 10 cm. Now you calculate it. You will calculate it yourself. It would be very simple for you. Come to the 7 number sum. In the 7 number sum, Ritu had eaten some part of the apple and remaining part was eaten by her brother, that is Somu. Part of apple eaten by Ritu equal to, it was 3 by 5, and we know that the whole apple will be considered as one only. So come to the part of apple eaten by Somu will be 1 minus 3 by 5. You will calculate this. After calculation, the part of apple eaten by Ritu is here and part of apple eaten by So you will get here, compare them and find out as required in the sum. That would be simple to you. Which one is greater? Whichever is greater, who had eaten the greater, subtract both the fractions also, and the difference will be greater by that fraction. That much you will do yourself. And in the last sum, that is 8 number. Michael finished the coloring of picture in 7 by 12 hours. However, Vaibhav finished it in 3 by 4 hours. You are asked to find out who had taken a longer time. So once again we will compare 7 by 12 hours. Write up the language. Time taken by Michael. 7 by 12 hours. Time taken by Vaibhav equal to 3 by 4 hours. Now comparison. Compare 7 by 12 and 3 by 4. Whichever is greater, then subtract them and find out the difference to know by what fraction who had taken the longer hour. That much you can do yourself. Try to complete it, and in the next class I will explain you the exercise 2.2 also. Thank you very much.